Press record.
Yes. Hey, Justine.
Hi, Blanks.
It's
Bonjour. Hi.
bonjour, bonjour. It's been a while.
It's been a long, long time.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm very fine. When last did we see? When last were you in Accra?
I don't know. I can't remember. Maybe 3 years ago or two, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah. Like
Yeah, yeah,
I think I saw you last 3 years ago.
exactly. How are
Yeah.
you? How are you doing? And
I'm doing.
Jackie, everybody?
Jackie's fine. Jackie is in Germany now.
Okay.
Yeah. Jackie is in
Okay,
Germany
good.
now. I'm fine. Myself, Billy's here. We're in Accra at
I
the
said
moment.
Billy. You said Jackie. I meant Billy, and I
Oh,
said Jackie.
Billy.
Sorry.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, of course, I meant Billy. I said
Yeah,
Jackie.
yeah. So
Sorry.
Billy's fine. Billy's fine. She's here. We're in Accra. We're isolating in Accra.
Yeah. So what is the situation in Accra? Are you isolating? I mean, like they are isolating in Europe, or is it more flexible?
Um, we can't really, we can't really isolate like they are in Europe. So,
Yeah,
uh,
you can't. There's no
yeah.
way we can. Yeah.
So those people, I say privileged people who can isolate are isolating. Um, and those who can't, those who have to go and try to figure out how to make money to eat every day, uh,
Okay.
are still on the street. But what they've done in Ghana, they've locked the borders. So the borders are locked, no coming in, no
O-
going out. And they've also done um, an internal lockdown. So
Okay.
they've locked down different areas. So like for instance, if you're in Osu, like you can't
You
go
can't
to
go.
37, you can't go um, into town.
Okay.
Yes. So that lockdown has happened. So they've demarcated and separated different. It's like creating smaller boroughs.
I see. I see.
Yeah.
All right. I understand. I
Yeah.
understand.
But the markets are still open. There's still a bit of functionality in terms of shops being able to go out and buy something. Some restaurants are open, but mass movement, no.
Okay. Okay. I get you.
Yeah.
All right. I was wondering what the situation was like in Ghana, and unfortunately, I didn't have the chance to, ask anybody. So
Yeah.
that's why I was taking
How is it
advantage.
like in Senegal?
I'm in Senegal right now. I'm in the southern part of the country, so I'm in
Okay.
the Casamance region.
Okay.
Okay. And basically, at the national level, what happened is that the government decided to establish a curfew
Okay.
from 8 o'clock until 6 in the morning. So
Okay.
nobody is allowed outside during that time frame.
Yeah.
And police is very strict, when it comes to enforcing, that law
Yeah.
and that curfew. Schools have been closed for over 2 weeks now, I would say, more or less. So unfortunately, the more privileged are having access to, online schools,
Online
like
schools. Yeah.
um, children going to the French school have their lessons online, and they have homeworks that they need to send back and submit some works and stuff. Others, unfortunately, who are not so privileged
Yeah.
when it comes to formal education, need to wait until school resumes.
Resumes.
And
Yeah.
it seems like school is going to resume early May, if it resumes at all. Yeah, because the rainy season is coming, and usually here schools are closed during the rainy season.
Oh wow.
So yes,
So
so that's regarding schools. Regarding the rest, more and more people are wearing masks on the streets, and people have been very, very serious. Here in Senegal, we shake hands all the time. We don't
time.
hug.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we tend to shake hands, and we love shaking hands. And you can meet somebody and greet that person. You meet him 3 times per day, you greet him 3 times, and it's something that is really, really important here in our culture. So, but people have been very good at respecting this, and people have been refraining from saying hello. So now they're like, Yeah, yeah, or like this, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I can't wait to say hello to people again. But people have been respecting this a lot. Yeah, so that's quite good.
yeah. I know that when you return to Senegal, you've done quite a lot of things in terms of setting up space. Um,
Yeah.
how is this affecting those the spaces that you've created?
Okay. So I have, when I came back to Senegal, okay, first thing that I did is that I built like a place, my own house. And in the village that I decided to establish myself in, what I did is I came up with a bar, which is a bar, a restaurant, and also a culture space.
Yeah.
So what we do is that we offer food. So we have like good dishes and stuff, but we also make affordable dishes for people who live around, the workers, the masons, for instance, and who cannot necessarily, afford eating at
Afford,
a
yeah.
very expensive price. Yeah, so we have a very varied menu when it comes to food. Then what we do in terms of activities, cultural activities, what we have is a library. So I have been collecting books from many places. Many friends sent me books, and what we did is that we opened a library. And it was very funny when the COVID-19 situation started, spreading around, that people, for fear to have to face the same situation as in Europe, they started borrowing books a lot.
Oh,
Yeah. So I was like, yeah.
yeah.
So so yeah, that's good. So people have access to books, ranging from 3 to upwards. So
Yeah,
we have books. We also have cinema activities, meaning that
yeah,
we show movies for adults, and we also show movies for kids. Unfortunately, because of the situation, we were not able to stick to
yeah,
our program for March.
yeah.
And we were supposed to show the movie Atlantic,
Oh,
directed by the Senegalese Mati Diop. And we were not able to show that movie. So hopefully we'll be able to show it when this situation is over.
over.
Sorry, just a second.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah. Hello? Oui? No, sorry, it's a mistake.
Okay.
Um, so basically, yeah, we hopefully when the situation improves, we'll be able to show that movie. We also do music and yeah, various cultural activities. We are intending to organize more and more event in the future, like talks, because what we want to do also is to just talk and have people gathered around some topics. And I'm sure we'll have a pretty interesting topic about COVID-19 after in the future, and how it
Yeah,
has affected people business, and about, Senegal ability to apply
yeah,
with certain rules and restrictions from the government.
yeah.
Just a second. Yeah, sorry.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Oui, hello? Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah. Welcome back.
Thanks. So yeah, sorry, what was I saying? So in terms of the business, yes, we have been affected because we increasingly, during the past weeks, we increasingly saw the number of customers going down,
Down. Okay.
number of kids coming to hang out, read books going down, because parents, decided to try and keep their kids at home. Although you still see them around running, but it's a bit more controlled, I would
Yeah.
say. And then the police came and asked us to close the place, following a government request, which has decided to close up all hotels, restaurants, and bar in Senegal. Yes.
Yeah. So in terms of this, would you say you now have more time to do more introspective, personal stuff, activities?
Yes, I think, it was. I mean, I also feel privileged because when some people are worried about how they are going to cope with the situation in the coming months or in the coming weeks, I feel like this is a time for me to settle down, organize few things at home that I've always, left aside. Uh, this is more time for me also to spend with, my family, my close family, my husband in particular. This is a time to reflect on what we were doing and if we were doing good. We've also started a garden,
Oh,
our
nice.
own garden for the restaurant, so we'll be able
Nice.
to have our own, fruit, vegetables, kind of things. We have, I mean, yes, it's definitely a time for thinking, for introspection. That was a fun. Is there a way that I can block phone calls or something? I don't know.
Uh, I don't think so. I think
Yeah.
if you're using your phone, then that is impossible. I think.
Yeah, sorry, I'm using my phone because yeah, I'm using my phone. It's more
Yeah,
convenient.
but you know what? Let's just go, because this is how we're navigating. We're all now even learning to use a platform like this. Zoom.
Yeah.
Um, we're navigating. We're navigating as we go. So we're learning,
Okay.
and I feel like this is what this conversation is about. It's capturing how we are actually navigating within this time. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So this is how it is.
Yeah. So my next question would be, have you been able to identify how long, first of all, how long have you um, started paying attention to this? Because
Paying attention.
because COVID-19, for instance, has been happening since December, right?
Yeah.
But in terms of the suddenness of it, it's been like a month. Just asking you, how long have you decided to take action in terms of
Okay.
staying indoors, cutting activities down, and all of those things?
Well, I would say that it's really interesting also because this situation also allows us as Senegalese to see how much we still have very strong ties with France.
Yeah.
And most of my family, part of my family is residing in France. And of course, I've been, hearing and following quite closely the situation there. And I believe that following, the weeks after France started to really have strict rules
Yeah.
and to ask people to stay indoors,
Indoors. Yeah.
Senegalese has started to
Oh, okay.
act a bit in a similar way. So of course it came to our ears, and we just started to take attention, pay attention, wash our hands, and have people, use water with bleach, or to use I don't know how, soap, and to wash their
Yeah.
hands regularly. So this is what we've been doing. So I believe that maybe 2 weeks after the situation started to get really bad in France, we have been starting to act.
Okay.
Also because many, I mean, this is a touristic season here in
Yeah.
Senegal, and we have a lot of French and a lot of Spaniards coming. Many Italians also are used to coming to Senegal during that time of the year. So So yeah, this has also affected our business quite a lot because, you know, as a restaurant, as a public space, we also partly rely on tourism.
Yeah.
And many people have been sent back to their countries. And many people had their flight cancelled, weren't able to come on holidays and because of the situation. So right after that, yes, Senegal has really started, and we have started to pay attention and to take measures at our small level.
Okay, so what do you think you've learned in these 2 weeks? What do you think you've learned personally about yourself, about your business, about your family, loved ones? Are you learning anything new?
I would say I think that many of us are learning. What really, what I think is that I have learned, but I felt like I've already knew it. But at my level is that living in a rural space now, I live in
Yeah,
a countryside,
yeah,
and I feel like living in a rural area in time of crisis, in time of, you know, limitations like this, is actually a blessing, because I'm
wow,
still
okay.
able to walk outside and enjoy the space and nature. If I am lacking food because I cannot go to town because you know, rules and laws would not allow me to go to
Yeah,
town because of the COVID-19, then I can still, which is what I actually do, I usually buy fruit or exchange food with my neighbors, meaning
yeah,
that I can, because I have some vegetables, she has tomatoes. Last week she gave me tomatoes. I can go and buy chicken because my next door neighbor is a farmer and he
yeah,
has chickens. Last week I went to buy a pawpaw. You know, my neighbor has a big pawpaw farm. You know,
yeah.
so basically what it does is like, I don't know. I'm enjoying, you know,
You're enjoying the
what
communal
yeah. I mean,
living.
we
You're
sorry.
enjoying communal living.
Exactly. You enjoy communal living, you enjoy eating, you know, the food that is not processed.
Yes.
I think that that is very interesting. I think that people living in urban areas are facing much tougher time. You know, if they are used to going to supermarkets, then they depend on you know, on national logistics.
Yes.
They depend on many things, and you know, markets here.
I think we just lost her, and just give her some few time to get back on. Like you know, we're constantly struggling with the network everywhere. There are lots of people at home, so there are lots of people logged on to the internet, and more users, slower bandwidth. So this is the struggle that we face. It just also means that network providers should get on it and figure out how they can increase our bandwidth and make our internet access way better. The internet experience is slow, you know, and every call, every person I've been speaking to has the same problem, whether it be it in Nigeria, whether it be Ghana, Senegal. We are all having the same problems with the internet bandwidth. Is very slow. Um, Network providers, please get on it. Yeah, welcome back. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, I can hear you now.
Yeah, welcome back.
Thanks. Sorry about that. I
No, no
don't know what
problem.
happened.
It's
But
yeah,
you know, I felt like you know, every evening I water, you know, my garden, and I feel privileged to actually have my own garden and
yeah,
being able to eat from my garden. Uh, you see, I mean, these are, I think that what it's telling us is that, we should all have maybe to have a garden where we can grow, food, vegetable,
Yeah.
And grow fruits and etc. Or we should encourage, urban agriculture,
Yeah.
this kind
Yeah.
of things,
Yeah.
I mean, I think that what COVID-19 is telling us is that we have very, very much lived in an excessive way. We have very much lived, consuming processed products, that we have very much lived in a way that is not really sustainable anymore.
Yeah.
And we also need to learn and live closer,
Yeah.
community, sense of
Yeah.
community. We now realize that international logistics are stopped, like everything is on hold. We would not suffer that if
No.
we had, if we were more living with everything around
Yeah.
us,
Yeah.
depending on our.
Yeah. So with what you're saying is that we need to pay attention to our high dependence on just I would say commercialization or capitalism, and start to
Yeah, we're
figure
going to.
out how we can be more self-sufficient.
Absolutely, absolutely correct. This is what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
that's nice. And well, here we stock up. We don't have we don't have a garden. We hope to have one soon.
Ah,
Um,
yeah,
but we stocked up and we are indoor. Our normal routine here is we work from home, myself and Billy, like you know.
yeah.
And yeah, so we just live in our daily routine. The only difference is that we know that there is a lockdown and we can go into the city when we want. Um, so just on that note, how do you think that is affecting um, your immediate space psychologically, mentally? Just the idea of, oh wow, there are police everywhere stopping people from moving.
Um, I think that here in Casamance, Casamance is a part of Senegal who has faced like conflict. There were
Yeah,
like armed conflict. You might be aware that this part of Senegal, some individuals are requesting for independence.
independence.
Yeah, and so there have been, armed conflicts and rebels in the past years. I mean, this is a very sensitive topic here,
Yeah.
and I don't really want to touch on it, but people are used to curfews.
Mm.
And people here are very much used, I would say, to seeing, militaries and police around. So that's not new, and they're not scared. I think that they have been, getting used to that proximity. But what is interesting is that, like it's just taking to think about, yeah, what is applicable in Europe cannot be applied here.
Yeah.
When you are sitting, I don't know, in a big urban space and you have access to water and electricity, and you do your life, doesn't depend, like it's not on a daily basis,
Yeah.
that you make your like here in Senegal, many people earn their money on a daily
Daily
basis.
basis. Yes.
So the fact that they cannot move sometimes and go to work is really affecting their economy very, very badly. And in cases of people say that in case that the limitations are increasing and people cannot go and buy food, they will go and buy food. A friend of mine was saying, hey, even during the war we would escape and go and
Yeah.
buy food.
We got
When
food. Yeah.
it's that debate, like, shall I die of what, COVID-19 or hunger?
Or
I need
hunger.
food.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, people are not really they are used to seeing militaries and police and yeah. So
Okay, so
yeah.
to round this up, it's been really nice speaking with you. But to round it
Yeah.
up, do you think you can give one advice, just to people who are struggling even with the idea of self-isolating, to people who are trying to navigate, just anyone there, if there's an advice from the way you are navigating your space, if there's an advice you can put out there, it would be really helpful.
Yeah, my advice would be try and find a space, try and have a space where you can have a garden. Because what do we need in these times, is to make sure that we can eat, I would say. And so try and have a small space at home where you can grow fruits, vegetable. And I think that this is an opportunity also for, the African, youth and us, to think of technologies. How do we maintain school systems in such times? How do we make sure that our kids, do not suffer from this, from this situation, being out of school for so long? So this is a time for reflection, I would say. This is a time to see how COVID-19 has, improved, ironically improved your way
Society.
and your thinking. So yeah, yeah, I
All
would
right.
say that.
Yeah. Thank you,
Okay,
Justine. My
thanks,
love, my love
Max.
to your husband. My love to everybody over
Yes,
there.
you will
Um,
hear. Yeah,
yeah. I can't.
say
I
hello
can't
to
wait.
Billy.
I will. I will. I can't wait to visit you guys soon.
You
Soon.
are most welcome, guys.
Yeah.
We are waiting for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. All right. Bye
Okay,
bye.
bye. Take care. Bye. Say hello to Accra for me.
I will. I will.
Bye. Bye. Bye.